Okay, so we've got a secret grey box. Or is it a secret? One of the most important components you can have in any aquarium is the lighting. Lighting gives ambience, it makes the fish pop, it helps plants grow, keeps the ecosystem alive. So it's just as important that you get the right stuff for the right fish. This one in particular is a very small light, but a very powerful one at that. And I wanted to have a look at it because I want to set up a sump. Now, when you set up a sump, you want plants in a sump, and the plants need a light source. Now, I was a little bit worried at first because obviously you need the right type of light, and there we have it. So this light here can literally unscrew from that, funny enough, which we're not going to do today, but there we go. And it's literally an on and off. So you would literally have this on and off. It's got what looks like, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, about 30 LEDs in there. Let's have a look at the instructions. Yeah, so I want to see if this is actually any good. Okay, it's a very straightforward basic light. Okay, there's your brick, your power brick, some people call it, with all the bits. It's literally that, on and off, and that to clamp it onto your tank. So you put these on here. Be very careful using certain things like this because I'm very dubious about cracking, especially on acrylic. But I want to see if this can actually hold its own. It seems a little bit wobbly at the moment. That can be tightened up. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to see if it powers on and if it needs warm-up time. That'll do off screen because I have a palm meter, but unfortunately the palm meter itself is connected, it's being charged. But we can see if this is going to be any good. So I'm going to turn it on. Let's put that in there. So let's turn it away from the camera and we're going to put it there. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I found the problem. There you go. So you have two settings. That's the blue, which I think you'll find is absolutely cool. And then you have the full white, which is the other side. And let me tell you, that's a right little light. That's really illuminate. You could use this to actually make videos with. But I like that blue. That blue is very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a tank, pull the curtains, and let's see how that looks. So that's off. Off is in the middle. You've got a little indicator as well. Let me show you. Let me take this out. You've got a little light there. See that? That's obviously a transformer. So it's probably 12 volt this, because it's still a light and it's not plugged in. And so it'll go out in a minute. So let me turn this on actually. There you go. Wow, it's not even going out. Oh, there you go, it's getting dimmer and dimmer. Okay, so I'm going to get it on a tank and we'll just have a quick look, see how it looks and see what we can do. So, this is a tiny little light by Hygger. Tiny, okay, as you can see. And the screws go on the inside to screw it on so it looks a bit neat on the outside. The switch is on the outside, obviously. Problem I have is this is a 22mm gap. This is a 25, but I can still show you how it works. So without further ado, let's see what this light looks like when I turn it on. Wow, that's exceptional. Look at that. That is lighting up a 120 litre tank. That's an amazing. Look at that. Tiny little light. No other lights on there, look. Tiny little light lighting up the whole tank. And that's, yeah, I'm going to give you some specs at the end obviously, but look in the description for everything. But that's the blue light. I like that. So you could use this for other things. Even, let's have a look. If I put it out on the carpet for a minute, you have to excuse the dirt. It's doing a good job. Okay, so what are the pros and cons? Well, I'm going to do the pros first because there are many. This chucks so much light over the tank, as you saw in the video, for such a small little, you know, it's a tiny lamp, okay? And for that price that it comes in at, which I'll put a link down in the description, it is fantastic. You could even use this, to be honest, as a lamp in your house. It gives out so much light. The fact that you've got the mood lighting, and this, even though it's only 22mm, there's not a lot of tanks that are going to need more than that, to be honest. Mine is because it's alley reinforced, it's a turtle tank, really. And yeah, so let's see what the size is actually for that. And bear in mind, that was a 120 litre tank. Sorry, that was a 120 centimetre long tank. This is 28 centimetres, sorry, 26 centimetres, about 10 inch, okay? And it was chucking it all over the place, so that's a pro. The cable is enormous, it's huge. I didn't measure it, but it's about 2.5 meters, so that's quite good. The switch is like that, so you put it on the tank like that, that's inside, so it doesn't look ugly at all. Again, the blue and that. Right, so cons now. There's only one that I can really think about, even though this is flexible, okay? Look, you can move it about and do whatever you need to do with it, yeah? It moves on its own sometimes, which was a bit annoying. So that might need to be tightened up. I don't see any way of tightening it up, but I'd like to have seen that. But it is okay, all right? I mean, once it's in place, it's not too bad. But I don't know if the heat will make it sink down. But again, it's another quality product from Hygger. You know, this is an up-and-coming company that, you know, they've sent me some goods to have a look at, and I have no problem with this stuff. You know, I'm using it in my own tanks now. I think it's that good. And it's really going to make Eheim and Fluval think about their pricing structure, I'll tell you that. Guys, have a great one. Thank you so much for watching.